In the glittering world of Monaco, where fairy tale palaces meet billion-dollar yachts and every camera click captures elegance and power, something deeply unsettling has shaken the image of one of Europe's most enigmatic royal families. Princess Charlene, the Olympic swimmer turned princess, long known for her poised beauty and tragic expressions, has once again become the focus of international concern. And this time, it's not just her distant glances or prolonged absences that have the world talking, it's what just happened involving Princess Stéphanie, Prince Albert's fiercely loyal younger sister, that has sent shockwaves through the palace and far beyond. As images and whispers emerge, one thing is clear: the silence from Prince Albert, usually quick to brush off speculation, has only deepened the mystery. There is something haunting about Charlene's journey through the royal life, something that doesn't align with the polished smile often worn for the press. Since her wedding in 2011, described by many as more somber than celebratory, rumors have swirled about a marriage of formality rather than affection, about tears behind veils and a princess caught in a life that feels more like a performance than a partnership. And while Charlene has made valiant efforts to embrace her role, her repeated disappearances, hospitalizations, and increasingly withdrawn demeanor suggest something far more complex than a case of royal adjustment. Now, after a brief public appearance that seemed to lift spirits and silence doubters, the princess has pulled away once again, only this time, it coincides with an unexpected and deeply emotional moment involving Princess Stéphanie. Stéphanie, who herself is no stranger to tragedy, having lived through the horrific car crash that claimed their mother Princess Grace's life and years of tabloid frenzy over her romantic choices, has always played the role of emotional anchor within the Grimaldi family. Known for her unfiltered honesty and protective nature, Stéphanie's relationship with Charlene has long been rumored to be both supportive and strained, depending on which palace source you ask. But in a recent private event held behind palace walls, a gathering meant to celebrate the progress of one of Stéphanie's longtime charities, tensions reportedly escalated in ways that even seasoned royal watchers were not prepared for. A source close to the palace claims that Charlene arrived visibly distressed, exchanged few words with Stéphanie, and abruptly left the event midway, leaving behind stunned guests and an emotional Stéphanie. Witnesses say that the usually stoic Stéphanie was seen wiping away tears, something exceedingly rare for a woman often described as steel-willed and fiercely composed. And with Prince Albert notably absent, the optics of this family fracture have sparked alarm across Europe's royal press. Was this a sign of deeper discord between the sisters-in-law? Or is Charlene grappling with another personal crisis that's spilling into her royal duties once more? Those who have followed her story closely know that Charlene has battled severe health issues, including a serious ear, nose, and throat infection that left her grounded in South Africa for months in 2021. That extended absence only fueled speculation that she was trying to escape the palace, and possibly the pressures of her marriage. The subsequent rehabilitation in Switzerland, cited as emotional and physical exhaustion, added another layer to her mysterious public image. A princess in distress, isolated in a palace of luxury. Yet, each time Charlene emerges, the public can't help but hope. There's a quiet resilience about her, an athlete's determination to keep moving forward. But even the strongest individuals can falter, especially under the weight of relentless scrutiny and palace politics. Charlene's recent absence following the Stéphanie incident has renewed fears about her mental well-being, and what makes this moment more worrying is the one person who could quell rumors, Prince Albert, has said nothing. For a man who has often leapt to his wife's defense, Albert's silence now is deafening. In past interviews, he's insisted the media has blown things out of proportion, that Charlene's health challenges were real and their marriage intact. But insiders note that Albert has been increasingly preoccupied with state matters and public appearances without Charlene by his side. And for a principality so dependent on its royal image, the absence of its princess during key moments is not just emotionally telling, it's politically problematic. What complicates matters further is the growing belief that Charlene and Stéphanie's relationship is a mirror to the larger dysfunction within the Grimaldi dynasty. Stéphanie, who has often lived her life far from the rigid confines of palace expectations, has been a source of inspiration to Charlene in the past. The two bonded over a love for humanitarian work, with Stéphanie even playing a role in helping Charlene acclimate to the harsh spotlight of Monaco's elite. But palace insiders whisper of a recent cooling of that bond, perhaps due to differing opinions on royal responsibilities, perhaps due to the emotional strain Charlene's repeated crises have placed on those around her. Whatever the reason, the timing of this new fallout could not be worse. With Monaco navigating delicate political waters, balancing its identity as a playground for the ultra-rich with its need for meaningful leadership, the royal family's internal unity is more than symbolic, it's strategic. A divided front, especially one involving two of its most prominent women, raises serious concerns about the future stability of the principality's image and governance. But at the heart of this story is not just political intrigue or media speculation, it is a portrait of emotional complexity, of women under pressure, and of the human toll that royalty, with all its pageantry, can exact. Charlene, with her haunted eyes and rare smiles, is not merely a distant royal figure, she has become a symbol of the inner conflict many feel between duty and self, expectation and desire. Stéphanie, weathered by her own past, now seems caught in the tension between compassion and frustration, between trying to help and feeling helpless. The public, of course, sees only fragments, a tear wiped here, a hand withdrawn there, a silence that stretches just a moment too long. But behind those moments lie stories that words rarely capture, stories of grief, of identity, of longing for freedom in a world that demands constant poise. And now, as speculation intensifies and eyes turn once again to the Prince of Monaco, the very man who holds the key to uniting or fracturing his family, one wonders whether his silence is a pause for reflection, or a sign that even he is at a loss. As the palace gates remain tightly closed and official statements are nowhere to be seen, one question remains on everyone's lips: where is Princess Charlene now, and what does this latest moment with Stéphanie mean for the future of Monaco's royal family? Will the princess re-emerge, stronger and more determined to define her own path? Or is this the beginning of a long and painful retreat from a role she never truly embraced? The answers may not come quickly. In Monaco, time moves differently. Appearances are everything, and behind the glittering surface lies a drama more compelling than fiction, a drama that now holds the world in suspense, watching, waiting, wondering. In this unfolding story of silence, sadness, and strength, one can't help but ask, how long can a palace stand when its most guarded hearts begin to quietly fall apart? And so we turn to you, our loyal viewers. What do you think is really happening behind the closed doors of Monaco's palace? Are we witnessing a personal crisis or the unraveling of a royal alliance? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most captivating royal mysteries.